This is our last award, and we're even ahead of schedule, and this is a very unusual award. There are 2 awardees, and one of them will speak, the other will neigh. And Lieutenant Jennifer Sato is going to come up and present the award to Victoria Norda-Montanel and Sky Blue.
So since we're ahead of time, it means I get to talk or getting you on time, right?
Is everybody here tonight, Lou? We're way down. I'm short, she's short, sorry. But you're still here.
So eventually, after we talk, you guys can meet her. But so in law enforcement, we get our fair share of interesting phone calls. And so one day I was at Malibu, Lost Hills as a watch commander, and I received a call from this bubbly person saying, hey, I want to come down to the station and honor law enforcement and bring my miniature therapy horse. And I thought to myself, oh God, we got another one. I said, okay, yes, please come on down. And she says, you know, and I want to take a picture with you and the horse. And I said, great, I just overcome the Malibu Barbie title. Now I'm going to be the My Little Pony Lieutenant. I said, oh, okay, no problem. Come on down, and as any good lieutenant would do, I order my deputies to get in their uniforms because they are going to be the ones taking the picture with the horse. So she came, and she actually brought, she has 5 horses, and she brought Valor in, and came inside into my desk area, and all of a sudden, I fell in love, and I'm not a horse person. But the horse is actually potty trained. All 5 of the horses are potty trained. They are desensitized. They go through rigorous training. And they are therapy horses. They go to the veterans hospitals and work with our veterans. They go into Ronald McDonald homes. They go into hospitals. So I was very touched by her story. And I thought, gosh, how can we use this in law enforcement? And so we decided we would team up. And we created a Giddy Up and Read program where we actually went to Malibu, the Malibu Library, and all over to read to kids, to show them the importance of reading. Also, I asked Victoria if she would like to be a volunteer, and she said yes, and can all 5 of my horses be volunteers? I said, oh gosh, this is going to be really awkward. So I wrote the paperwork, I sent it downtown, and of course I got a phone call saying, how do we do a background check on a horse today? Needless to say, all 5 horses and Victoria are volunteers, and they are first responders. I'm going to share one story with you that really touched me. Actually it was in Malibu, we had 2 people arrested, husband and wife, for spousal assault. And they came to the station, and they had a 7-year-old son with them. And so the son came, and we had to call Department of Social Services to get him placed. And I called up Victoria, and I said, Victoria, can you bring one of your horses down? I think this boy, you know, really needs some comfort right now. And she did. She immediately jumped in her car. The horses actually go in the car, and brought Willow down to the station. Now Willow has spots on him. Very interesting spots. So she brought him in to see the little boy, and at first the little boy was very apprehensive touching the horse. And Victoria said, you know, what's the matter? He says, no, the horse has bruises. And just gives insight into the impact that she's had on the community, and really with the kids. And with kids that have been sexually abused, Victoria's a first responder. Kids won't tell me certain things because of the uniform, but they'll talk to a horse, and they'll tell the horse what happened. And Victoria, just an amazing humanitarian. She's been a wonderful friend.
without our hands. I'd be very interested. Thank you so much, both of you. This is such an incredible honor. And after hearing everyone's very touching stories about everything, all the incredible things that this community does, I am so moved to be part of this community and part of all these wonderful people doing all these great things. This is just the best, and it makes it all worth it. So thank you very much, everyone. I started off with, I've always been a horse lover and dog lover. I have 5 miniature horses. They all live at home with me. I start with them when they're tiny, and I start training them right away and desensitizing them and getting them ready to go out and be in very stressful situations. They go in elevators and upstairs and in crowded hospital rooms. I've been going to the Veterans Hospital. I go every week. I've been doing that for 7 years now. I'm in the hospital all day. I even go to the intensive care unit and oncology, and I work in the, I have a psychiatric, I go to the lockdown week. And actually I just got invited to start going to the Betty Ford Center, which I'm very proud about. I'll be starting that in a couple of weeks. And working with the children at the Ronald McDonald houses that are going through procedures and from all different countries all around the world that are so traumatized, and their families and their siblings, so everything affects the entire family. So being able to share the horses with them is very healing. I always bring a little stuffed horse for one of my horses to give to each child when I do the visit, and it means a lot to them. I want to thank my partner, Steve Sullivan, who's with the Malibu Lost Hills Sheriff's Department. He has been a total blessing to me, going as actually a volunteer, but he's an incredible horseman. He teaches vaulting to disabled people, and he's just been incredible working with me with this program. We actually both just went through a few months of training with the Mayor's Crisis Response Team, and so now all the horses are going to be implemented into that program too, dealing with people and children in crisis. But anyways, I just want to thank everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, Malibu. I love this community. I've been here 32 years, and this means so much to me, and I will always cherish it. Thank you.
So you'll notice that on your table is this year's green centerpiece, herbs. So what I'd like you to do is every table, count around the table and give yourselves a number. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give yourselves count out each table. Okay. Tell me, raise your hands when everybody's got a number. Everybody's got a number. Not for each table, each person at the table. Okay. Now the beautiful sky blue is going to tap out a number, and that number,
Or say a few words.